One of my favorite writers of all time, Toni Morrison, once wrote, "You are your own best thing. You are." Existing as a Black woman and within the context of my upbringing and being raised Jamaican American, you try to define on your own terms what it means to be strong, what it means to be talawa, a Jamaican patois word that means strong, strong-willed, fearless, never to be underestimated. An ambivert with an introverted nature, you try to do your best to navigate the world by finding the balance between not being too quiet but not too bold, but just bold enough to amplify your voice, bold enough to display all of the gifts that God has blessed you with in guiding your purpose, and to do so unapologetically and to do so shamelessly. My nonprofit organization, Rootstrong, is what brings my heart the most joy. Now, every day I have the opportunity to work with others in thinking about how we can improve the lives, circumstances, and environments of the people we serve. It is one of my greatest passions. Now, I would be lying if I said it was easy all the time. In fact, in leading my nonprofit, I am my biggest critic. Not a day goes by where I'm not thinking about how I can be a better leader, what programs we can implement next, and how we can serve people better. Not a day goes by where I don't wonder, am I doing enough? And am I enough in the space that I occupy? I juggle quite a few roles. I am the founder and president of my nonprofit, I'm an author and social entrepreneur, and I'm pursuing medicine as a physician. Most, if not all of my roles, are ones dedicated to serving others in one way or another. So where do I find that time to just be still? And in what ways do I work to be my best thing for myself? This is an area where I'm still evolving, where I'm still growing. This year, I've chosen to slow down, something that I rarely do, and just be still, to grow right where I'm planted. Ever since I was in middle school, I've journaled as a way to express myself. When I felt like I didn't fit in, when I felt unheard or overlooked, my pen gave power to my voice, a voice that I sometimes felt others underestimated because of my naturally quiet demeanor. My pen put to paper the dreams, ideas, and visions that I didn't think anyone else would understand. Journaling allows me agency and authorship over my own story and allows me to center my voice while holding myself accountable to show up for myself as I do for others. To this day, journaling remains an important part of my self-care and mental health. Whether it's a prayer, a venting session, a record of an amazing day, or a brain dump of sorting through all of my feelings, journaling has helped me to define myself and my voice, giving power to the shy, younger version of myself who wondered if she was enough, and if anyone would be willing to listen. You are your best thing. You give power to your voice. Music plays such an important role in my life. Last year, I was reminded just how important music was in my own self-care and mental health. There's something freeing about being able to connect to the lyrics of a song, being able to get a boost of confidence, to remind yourself who you are, that one, never that two, and being able to just dance around your room with wild abandon. Or just getting that micro victory of being able to sing every word to a song. It truly is a freeing experience. I have my sister to thank for my favorite playlist, a playlist that's uplifted me for quite some time. I enjoy it every time I listen to it, and I'm sure you will too. When I take care and time to do my entire skincare routine from start to finish, I remind myself, in a more literal sense, to be patient with myself. To literally give myself grace and time, or as Jamaicans say, fitek time. I literally force myself to slow down, to be intentional, and to be present for myself. I grew up in a Jamaican household, which means that I grew up knowing that a good cup of tea is a cure for many a thing. A cup of tea is always a good company with a good book, or a night completely removed from my phone enjoying a movie or a TV show. A good cup of tea is also good company for just being still, for complete silence, for connecting with God and refueling your faith. Self-care looks different for so many different people, and it's constantly evolving with time, just as the individual themselves is evolving. Evolving to me means growth. It means understanding that you are your best thing, no matter what stage you're at and no matter where you're starting from. Bringing it back to root strong, I think of a seed that's planted in good soil. With some water, nurturing, and attention, that seed develops roots, and those roots grow strong enough and run deep enough so that the plant can withstand anything that may come its way. With some cultivating, that seed begins to sprout, and with some more nurturing and attention, it grows and grows into something beautiful, something withstanding. But it never forgets what it once was and where it once started. Evolving reminds me of just that, growing and withstanding, constantly in pursuit of your best self while remembering to give love and attention to the most important ingredient, you. Because ultimately, as I've said many times already, you are your best thing. Talawa, a word that despite my mistakes and tough days, I am still working to reclaim and own every single day. A word that reminds me that I am my own best thing and that in my journey to evolving, it is important for me to boldly walk in the fullness of who I am and what I've been called to do, without fear, without making myself small for others' comfort, and with an unapologetic heart asking no one for permission to be.